couple things. Things have been chaotic the last few meetings, and I don't want it to get into some big row again at this particular meeting. I just had a few things. Now, we came on this board 9 months ago. The idea with the previous board was we weren't receiving information, there was financial documentation that we just did not have access to. In other words, it was like a big cloud over everything that was going on here in the township. So we've had 9 months to try and get things straightened out. And we accused them somewhat of misusing money and basically not doing what the public wanted. Well, after 9 months, we have no plan for the township. Our finances are still a mess. Now we're on to our third treasurer that we have for so far this year. And I do know, because of going through the accounts with Mary Ann the other day, we have some accounts that we have $300,000 that have all of a sudden appeared. Now we know what happened, and we're getting it straightened out. But the fact is, this shouldn't happen, period. We have not had reconciliations in what, Michelle, 3 months, 4 months on the bank statements?
Not that I can see. I haven't looked at all the banks.
Yeah. We look at them, but there's nobody seems to really be in charge of any of it. Now, that's been since at least the middle of April, going on something like that. Our old secretary, you told us, Larry, you were going to make sure that she was no longer on any of our accounts outside of the Brentwood Bank. Have you taken care of that part so far yet? Because she's still on our Pliget accounts and such. Did we get that straightened out so far?
I don't know, Charlie. We're gonna, as I said, Mary Ann and I, going to Brentwood Bank tomorrow.
Well,
Since minutes have been approved, and we're gonna start down the line, Brentwood Bank, all the other institutions, with whom we deal.
That gets us onto the accounts. What about getting our previous secretary, who is no longer an employee, who has already done work on her personal computer off-site, which is not a secured computer? Is she off of then?
That's what we're gonna check, Charlie, and we'll do what we have to do. To bring those signature cards up to date.
So we do not know whether or not she still has access to these accounts. Is that what you're telling me?
I have no personal knowledge of that. I haven't been told. By Mary Ann, who's come on board, she and her assistant, Lisa, and what I've seen, and I know the rest of you, who've been down here dealing with them, they're doing one hell of a job.
They are, but we still have a problem with I don't want to call her a rogue because I don't think she has necessarily done anything, but we still have a former employee who has access to our accounts and has already shown that she would access them from remote locations. That's not secure. That needs to be taken care of, and you don't need Mary Ann to do that. All it takes is a call to Pliget, a call to the other banks.
Sorry, we're gonna make a presentation, face to face, and talk with these people.
Why don't we get these people here? Mr. Howells has got together. Let's move on with this.
I'm sorry, but these things have been dragging on for a long time, Dennis. I'm tired of dragging things along. We need to get this straightened out, and we need to get it cleaned up soon. We've got, TJ and I have been down to the park, I don't know how many times. We go down to talk to the owner now. We're still not getting any response from Plowcheck on doing any of the work at the park. So we're not getting that taken care of.
Plowcheck's not responding to you at all?
He not since signing the change order, no.
Is he supposed to be up to doing anything?
His clock's ticking to complete the remaining work, yes.
When does the clock tick?
July 15th.
Well, how much more does he have left to go?
A considerable amount.
And do we ever look at the damage clause in the contract?
Yes, we do. $500 a day.
Have we sent him a note saying anything about that?
Not to this point, no.
Today is what day? 6?
11 days. 9 days.
And just to let you know, I stopped at the park today and most of his equipment is now gone from the park.
So have we paid, how much,
We've only paid him for the work completed to date. We're still holding a balance on the work to be completed. I'm not sure that exact
when
figure.
you
I don't
say
have the pay
balance,
estimate.
balance of how much?
I don't have the pay estimate in front of me. I could look and tell you, but
Is there a lot, can you complete the work in 6 days or 9 days?
in my opinion, no. There's more to be done there than can be done in a week plus.
Can you give me contact information for Mr. Plavchuk and I'll
If you'd like, we can call him tomorrow. You and I can call him tomorrow.
call tomorrow.
Now, in addition to that, we still have the situation that we have reporting that has to be done to the state. It's not getting reported. One of the reasons why is the only person who can do the reporting to the state would be our chairman, who is not allowed to go into the treasurer's office, as last I heard. Now, how is she supposed to get the information that she needs to do the reporting to the state, which we have already received a letter from the Auditor General that we are late with this material and we need to send it in. And yet the only person that's qualified to do it isn't allowed in the office. That makes no sense.
How do you know she's the only person qualified?
Who else? Are you going to be doing it, Larry? Are you doing it?
Yeah, we could come down here. We could work with that. I've dealt with those reports a number of years ago.
Why is it not being done? Linda, are you qualified to do it?
And when you have the qualified person in that office, any of us can go in there.
Right. Steve, are you qualified to do those reports
I'm
for
going
the
to ask you
state?
one thing, Mr. Wilson. Where is this letter from wherever it came from? Where's the
It was a
copy? of that?
registered letter sent to the
Where's
township.
that?
Steve, you had it in your hand.
No,
in that
I did
office.
not have a
Yes,
copy
there
of it. I did not have a
You had
copy
it
of the
in your,
letter.
you had the original one in your hand.
Well, you took it and
I didn't
I
take
never
it.
got a
It
copy.
was in your hand,
I
not
did not
mine.
get a copy of it.
It was in
Don't
your
tell
hand.
me.
You opened
Where
up
did
the
this
envelope in
appear
front
to?
of Mary
Before
Ann.
we get into a whole big
And I
argument
sent
going on
you, and I
again,
sent you the
I
email
have
they
one
sent.
question,
Yeah, I know.
and one question only. Michelle and I are not being permitted to finish some of the stuff that we have to get done. Who is running the township? Steve? Linda? Larry? I just want yes or no answer. Who is running the township?
As far as I
One
know-
answer. One answer. From
Well,
all three.
well,
Sorry, let me
supervisor.
answer. You
Well,
people have big mouths. You don't give people a chance to answer. You ask questions, then you start running at the mouth.
Okay, let's get
This
guys.
entire board up here.
Hey guys, as a resident of the township, why don't you run this meeting like adults? Don't stand and bicker like a bunch of 2-year-old kids.
This is,
Run it like adults.
this is our board's responsibility.
If you don't like it, leave your positions and we'll find somebody that'll take them.
All right, let's get back on. All right, okay, what's next on the agenda?
All right.
New business.